Welcome to Real Money Talks. Real strategies from the moneymakers and the world changers that you can use to make millions, keep those millions, multiply your wealth, and build your team. Here's your host, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, money expert on Dr. Phil, CNN, CNBC, The Street TV, Fox News, and The View, Loral Langemeier.
So here's what I want to kind of speak to a lot of you. You're going to end up in the same situation. Like, we do a lot to give you a lot, and then not a lot's done. And that has to be a pattern that gets broken 2022 is use what you said you're going to consume. Like those of you, I love Sherry James says, I do brain tap every day. And some people like our guys that have concussion, my son's had 3, they're doing it 2, if not 3 times a day. Like it has significant brain changes. So Steve, if you want to put brain tap in on how they go get it. Now, obviously, if you go to the link we put in, there's no discounts. Those of you that got it on the wheel, there's massive discounts. I mean, what you got on this wheel was usually 75% off. So get your stuff done. So go ahead, also put in the game. Somebody asked in the chat, how do I get the game? You just go to our store and get it, or go spin the wheel and spin it every day until you get the game, and then you get it for a big significant discount. But this year for us, for you, is consumption. We want you deep in the work, like learn it, be financially literate, understand the game is very strategically laid out to sequence you. And the reason your kids beat you is your kids haven't learned or have any bad habits around debt. And a lot of you have really bad, wrong habits around debt. I mean, wrong, completely, you're just wrong. It drives me crazy when people, whether it's my YouTube channel or my podcast, and their comments are, I'm going to get to you, I'll get to my millionaire plan when I get out of debt. And I said, yeah, but one of the first things I'm probably going to do is get you in good debt. I mean, millionaires on their way up to becoming a millionaire go into good debt. We go into a lot of good debt. You just missed the run of your lifetime on EIDLs. Eileen, do you want to give any update? It's done, isn't it? The applications are closed.
It's completely done. December 31st, it was finished. They'll do reconsideration. So if you got denied, get together with me. You can always do a reconsideration letter. But they are done.
That was free money. That was free money, and you missed it. We have other funding sources. We have partnerships with 28 other banks that can help get you some funding. But you want to have capital. You want to spend capital, right? That's what it takes to be a millionaire. And it's not the old adage, you have to have money to make money. That's bullshit. You do not have to have money to make money. I've done almost all my businesses from scratch, from straight up bootstrap, and just like from nothing. And I did exactly what I teach you is I sell success. I pre-sell, then I deliver. I pre-sell, get the money, then I deliver. So you have to do that. You have to. I mean, so please fulfill this. We're going to be stalking you. Those of you that got these things, I'd love to ship out 174 games, not just a few, because then I know that are getting effects. And those of you, one of you said that it's time for game clubs. It is time for game clubs. We do have a facilitation training. If you want to add teaching your game to your funnel, like you could, have game nights. We'll teach you. We have videos. We have a whole script. We have PowerPoints. We'll teach you how to teach our game, and you can keep all the money. Like we have people doing game nights that charge $29, $39, $59 for like a 3 game night series. Go get a small conference room. I partnered with the local bank. This is exactly what I did when I had the cash flow brand with Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter. I was a master distributor of cash flow, and I would do cash flow game nights every week. And I would partner with a local bank to use their conference center because I wasn't making a ton of money and I didn't want to spend it in hotel rooms. So I partnered with a local bank. They let me use their conference room, and I could fit 30 people in there once a week. And then I totally outgrew that and then started getting hotels. But all of you can do this. You can go to title company. You can go to local community college, go to local college, have it be part of the adult learning section of the college. It's all been approved for that. Easily done. And you can make $100,000 doing the game easily. So yes, that was revenue stream. So you start with the game, and then you upsell obviously into our 100K challenge or other things, and or sell your own stuff. That's what I did. I used the cash flow game and sold my coaching. So use whatever you want, but you are welcome to do that. So if you want, go ahead, Stephen, put Molly's information in. Molly will take the inflood of people who want to learn about the game night. We're not contact. Some of you say we're at contact. You call us if you're serious. We'll help you get all set up with an affiliate link and facilitation and have game nights. Make it part of your, make, $2,000 a month, make the part of your funnel. You can do $2,000 a month in games and game night, and you sell the games. Don't just reuse the games, sell the games. That was a huge mistake with a lot of my cash flow distributors and a lot of our millionaire maker, distributors. They just keep using the same games and they get tattered and they get worn. Only do it twice and sell them, right? So you buy them from me for 75, you sell them for 150, and like move them. Your goal is to get out of games every time you do it. So I'm not going to make it about a game night, but there's a lot of money to be made in games. I became a millionaire doing the cash flow game. It was a huge part of my journey, is teaching financial literacy. So we wanted to give you an update. We're super excited. We're going to continue it. You'll see some new emails coming out saying who wants to be a millionaire, re-inviting you. There'll be some new additions to the wheel as we continue the year. So we're super excited about that. The other thing that's coming soon, go ahead and move the slide, Steve, is this is our last night. This is our last night. I was going to push it till next week. I can't. This has to go down tomorrow and has to be completely revamped. So I asked you guys, I don't know if it's just on the slide, Steve, but it needs to go to $25. So you can fix that, have Andrew do that immediately. If you got in really quick at 20, you got a good deal. The book's coming out on a hardback, just like this. It's going to become a bestseller, and it's coming out as the real deal. And it's 300 something pages, about double this thick. It's like a money encyclopedia. So there's your link. It's the last time you're going to get it like this. Huge issue. I mean, we have to take it down. We'll put it back up, but it's going to look different, feel different, and it'll be part of our best-selling campaign. And I will say what we're going to do. We're going to add NFTs to it. We're going to launch with the big NFTs, and we're going to launch with a huge conference in creating generational wealth. We're going to create, if they can have a Gen X and Gen Z, they forgot the W. I'm taking the W. We're going to create Gen Ws. We're going to create generational wealth builders. So we actually are going to call our conference the Gen Ws. And any age, you can be a Gen W when you're born, because you're committed to wealth building. So we are going to, and I just announced it, we are creating the Gen W world. And that's people committed to wealth building, because financial literacy has been left behind. And I can tell you the interview with Sharon Lechter was pre-recorded for her benefit tonight on that VIP is world-class. And she is going to be a big part of it. She has single-handedly got financial literacy in the state of Arizona required before you graduate from high school. The woman's amazing. So make sure you get your copy of the book. Also, Steve, don't you love Gen W? I was pretty excited. I was expecting a little more like, chat, clapping or something. I'm pretty dang excited. So we actually got the Gen W, genw.com. We got Gen W conference. We got all sorts of Gen Ws. I mean, heck, all this shit's made up anyway. I'm cussing a little bit. I mean, everybody's made it up. Everybody made up. I mean, why Gen Z? Why do we not have a Gen Y? Who made up millennials? Who made up baby boomers? So we're just going to make up Gen Ws. So that's our new fun thing that we're going to be doing as we move into this year. We're super excited about it. And we're going to add NFTs, we're going to add our book, and we're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun this year, because last year was not fun. When you live in an ICU unit day by day with blood transfusions, and God, like you don't mess around. If you guys thought I was on fire before, wait for this year. So excited about this year. Our YouTube channel and podcast, Steve put that up so we can jam. Please, we still have our binge watching going on. For those of you, put up the YouTube link for the binge watching. So what we need, because there's algorithms on the YouTube channel. So you go to askloral.com/YouTube. You have to log in through Google so we can track you. But for every 25 hours that you're willing to binge, we're going to give you $750 credit towards some tuition or something that we do. So you can earn your way up to $1,500. You can go twice and binge watch. We need binge watchers. So you can watch Yellowstone. It's only an hour at a time. So the rest of your 24 hours, you're going to watch Loral and just learn, turn it on and learn. So super excited. So thank you for that book behind in the background, Steve, if you want to have Andrew clean that up with our team. We are excited. So the YouTube channel is up above. askloral.com/YouTube. Go binge, and your hours will come through. I know, binge learn. Isn't that fun? I love it. So we're just doing all these fun things, making it all up. And I want to invite you right now. I just want you to stop. If you could make something up And it doesn't matter that you don't have a huge database. I mean, I've been doing this for a little minute. So just a minute. If you could just make something up, right? We just made up Gen W, right? We just made it up. We made up binge watching. I mean, we just needed to do binge learning. So now you guys made that up. If you could just make something up that you want in 2022, what would you make up? Let's have some creative fun. I mean, what would you make up? That would just be so much fun. Whether you have the courage to launch it or not, we're not going to hold you accountable at this minute. But if you could just like do something that's just randomly fun in business, in your entrepreneurial venture, what would you want to do? I know a lot of you, I know some of you like really well. And I know that, yeah, breakthrough day. I was going to say, some of you want to do like VIP days down in Costa Rica. I know that's planned by some of you. You want to do VIP days with some scuba diving. Some of you want to come out, you know, to Tahoe, and we don't have our facility anymore, but you can, you know, rent something up there and do big retreats, go scuba diving. I want to ski more. Like launch a clinic. I love that. Good. I put it out there. This is that whole, you know, just conversations. If you don't live it out loud, really was the premise of that it is still the premise. If you're not living it out loud, who's going to hold you accountable? If I don't say this is what I want, and I did, now I'm announced. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of you now know we're going to launch Gen W. So if we get into the year and we don't do it, guess who's going to hold us accountable? You're going to say, Loral, what happened? What happened to Gen W? You said you're going to do it. So what you do is you build in accountability and support by your living out loud the values and the missions and the things that you want, those big, hairy, audacious goals, right? So Adam, what do you want to add into that? Because I think it's just so critical, that whole live out loud principle, and let people know. And, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of courage to say, you know, and some of you, let's switch categories. Some of you are going to say, I want to lose 20 pounds or 30 pounds, or I want to go do whatever it is you want to do. And you're scared to say it. But that's a self-fulfilling prophecy of failure. Because if no one knows, then how do you get held accountable? And how do you feel supported? Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, thank you. Accountability is really everything. And after working with thousands and thousands of people, those that are willing to be held accountable, because not everybody is. I mean, people always, everybody says they want wealth, everybody says they want this, but who's willing to commit to it? That's a big difference. And who's willing to be held accountable to it? And I'd add one more thing, put something on the line. Those are the people, when you have skin in the game, you have somebody who is going to be transparent with your accountability. Having an accountability buddy or an accountability coach is absolutely vital to your success. I'm not going to say it's optional. I'm going to say, if you want 2022 to be different from 2020 and 2021, get somebody to hold you accountable. Put some skin in the game, and don't just want it, you got to commit to it. If those three things are not in place, your odds of succeeding dramatically go down. If they are in place, your odds of success dramatically go up.
And Adam, will you type those in the chat, those three again? So I want you to make sure you get those in your notes. These three are required, and I appreciate that completely. Eileen, anything you want to add around accountability? I think it's so important. And for those of you who've never really been held accountable, it can be scary. It can be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be confronted. So here's what I would say to all of you, if you are accountability partners, when you come from the place of love, right, and caring, that I really want you to win, right? So you come from that servant heart, you can say the strongest, most forward-thinking things and without feeling, you know, that you're going to hurt someone's feelings. Because here's what I'm going to say on the other side. I think you're being extremely selfish, not holding them accountable, that they're big enough to handle the truth. So I want to say, for a lot of you, set a goal to just not be selfish this year. So that doesn't mean walk around and give criticism with a negative tone. This means I want to serve you, and I really need to give you some feedback. Eileen, want to add to that?
Yeah, it's human nature for us to care for one another. It's our natural instinct to make that happen. And it's amazing how many fabulous things are going to happen in your life when you do have that partner that is supporting you every step of the way. They're not making you do it. You're doing it because you're being supported by someone who has your best interest at heart.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so
Hey, Loral, can I say something real quick? It's Adam Kipnis.
Absolutely.
And by the way, getting a new Adam here is just throwing
Adam.
By the way, every time you say my name, I get ready to talk, and some other random dude named Adam talks.
Happy New Year.
I take the different perspective, and this is part of the selfish, non-selfish. If you don't offer, if you don't reach out to somebody,
Yeah.
you are actually being detrimental to their future growth. If you don't say, hey, I can help you, you're actually hurting them. You're not hurting yourself by them maybe saying no. You're hurting them by not offering something they could really, really need. It's a weird, I mean, the year is now weird again, right? We said it 3 years in a row now, but it's weird again. If you are talking to someone and you don't say, here's what I have to offer, here's what I do, what if they really needed it? What if that was the one thing that helped make them money, that helped make them make a different decision, that helped turn the corner for them? That's real. And don't be so myopic about yourself that
Yep.
you don't tell people what you do, because you're not annoying them. You could be changing their life. And if you make that little tweak in your own self-thought, you can change thousands of people's lives.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for that. So let's jump into heading into values. So to do that, I just made this up today, and if you want it, you can have it. If not, you know, you can go get it. You actually can't get this. So go to the next slide. We made this little bundle up today because folks in the big table have asked. So I have these things called value cards, right? And we're going to go into values, and there's 30 different values that I work with. And there's the guy that trained me in this. Again, his name's Scott. Worked with Tony Robbins for years. His whole life is committed. But I love, and I have a whole journal where I lived a year under his mentorship, living values, not deciding what they are, living them through your goals. So you're gonna need a journal. And I can tell you the man who did the most work in this category to change my life was this one, Bob Proctor. So we put this as a little fun bundle together, and you can get the whole thing on that link. So it's askloral.com 2022 bundle, and to send a little cards out to you. I mean, I think some of you know me pretty well. I am a tattoo girl, not crazy, but I have a few. But I have my values tattooed on my leg. My top 5 values in my life is how significant. When you live through your values and you know how to manifest what we teach in The Secret and really shift and what you give energy to, your life changes, right? And you put that with the right action and sequence. I mean, you have to be sleeping to not become a millionaire in 3 to 5 years. And because the volatility of this economy, I mean, 12 months, 18 months. I mean, I don't know how many are going to lay it down this year and just they'll hit their millionaire status. So if you want it, that's kind of a fun new bundle. If you don't, go get your sticky notes, because we're going to jump right into core values in a second. You're going to need to write these all down, because we're going to put you into an activity to move cards around to come up with your top 6. So somebody said, well, why do you have 5 tattooed if you want to go for 6? I was trained in teaching you 6, but the whole thing, the band didn't really work very well. So I needed 5. So I let one go for a minute. It's not that I don't live it. So go ahead and switch slides, Steve. And let's talk about commitments. Commitments, like if you think versus not resolutions. So when you think about the word resolutions, right, it's like resolve. And you're not resolving anything. You're not settling anything. It's not even about that. It's sort of like the ridiculous word called budgets. I mean, budgets are like diets. I don't know why the heck anybody does those. Retire is an agricultural word. It's not even a financial word. It means to put cattle to pasture to die. Like there's so much weird stuff when you become a linguistic, right? When you really understand linguistics and you understand the depth, you wonder why half of the stuff exists. It's like, doesn't even make any sense. So we want results, or we want commitments. That's what we're going for. And research shows, again, 80% of people who just do resolutions will end it. February is going to roll around very soon. We're already in Jan 6, right? The 31st is around the corner. And it's also because they don't know and they're not been mentored to the right actions. So they might be busy. And a lot of you, my God, if I ever hear the excuse that you're busy, no, I want to know that you're productive, and your bank account, you're going to put me off, put off our team, your bank account better be going up every week. And if it's not, you need some help. You need to start looking at a scorecard. So I knew we did it. We got to get a scorecard up there, Steve. So I know, Steve, you did it. Let's get a scorecard up. So we can show them what a scorecard looks like. We'll put that in the VIP section area on how to live by a scorecard. Metrics on a scorecard for somebody who's an entrepreneur should and better look like: how many leads are you producing? New leads a month. and then new leads per channel. So for example, we have somebody full-time on social media. I mean, her scorecard is every channel. Is it increasing? Every channel, is it moving? What are we doing? Do we get sales, right? So marketing's one, getting leads. The next is a sale getting created from that. If we wouldn't have got sales from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as a campaign, we would not continue it, even though it's fun and everybody likes to spin a wheel. If there were no sales, like big sales that were monetized from it, it had to go. It's got to go. So a lot of you are just continuing to push the same thing and it's not working because you're not looking at it. Math doesn't lie. You got to just look at it, right? So you need, how many leads are you getting from what channel? What channel did that become sales? What's your average sale? Right? How many phone calls are you making a day? How many appointments do you have? Without an appointment, you can make phone calls all day, but without staged appointments, well, we call them strategy sessions, where we want to sit and we want to talk to you. We want to understand, where are you? What do you want? And then we can make a plan from where you are in that gap. So all of you need to have your version of a strategy session. How many appointments? How much money did you make per week? Right? These are all critical indicators. And you're going to make commitments. I want you to say more. Like, for those of you who live your life through the lens of no, I want to invite you to just start journaling. Again, this is like another thing you'd use your journal for, is notice how many times you can start changing, right? And then reflect during the day. How many times did that old part of you come out and say no? And what if you said yes? What if you said yes? You know, I keep kind of teasing, there's a bunch of us in the community. I think we're going to write a book about the inconvenience of being a millionaire. I had like 3 I's, the inconvenience. I think Adam, you actually prompted a few. Oh, the impatience. Sharon and I talk a lot about, 3 feet from gold, right? Sometimes you are 3 feet from gold, but you're there for a couple of years, right? And your impatience actually sabotages the project. The imbalance of your life where you're just not, giving it the right energy. But there's a lot of fun things. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things about why people don't move. I want you to say yes more in 2022. So let's go to core values. As we look at the commitments, though, go to the next slide, Steve. Why commitment setting is important, right? Is this going to influence how you think and act and how you're perceived? And I want you to live your commitments out loud. One of the things we're going to invite you to do by the end of the call is join our Millionaire in Training Facebook group. And that's where we're going to continue commitments and dialogue. And I want you to commit out loud and do a video of yourself if you want, but put it in our Millionaire in Training group. So Steve, if you want to put the link up there. The Millionaire Training Group has been going on. It was actually Steve's idea to start a Facebook group to help people through the pandemic. So thousands and thousands of people joined. So it's a big group, but that's where we want you to share. That is also the place where when we do a marketplace, we want you to marketplace in the Millionaires in Training group. We want you to be on that actively. Now, it can't become a ridiculous solicitation mill or our group gets weird. But be appropriate, but you are welcome to go shopping in our group. Unlike other groups who kick you out because you're pitching your stuff, we have a very appropriate time every 3 weeks in a marketplace, right? This whole crew, Adam, Eileen, Thomas, Steve, we're all there every 3 weeks. Eileen spends the whole day with you in the marketplace, facilitating a marketplace. So, and we actually use the Millionaire Training group as a forum to get thousands and thousands of more people buying stuff from each other. Right? I mean, we can't promise, say, we want to make you millionaires and make you money and then not have a forum for that to happen. Every 3 weeks, starting next Thursday, January 13th, is our next marketplace as we move into 2022. And every 3 weeks, you're going to be able to get in there and sell. So get in there now and get to know each other. So there's the link right there. There's the Facebook group. Go join it. Go join it. Go hang out with people. Say, hey, I'm new to the group. What can we do? What can I help you with? Here's what I do. And here's what I'm going to invite you to do. Live the principles we teach. Hey, Eileen, I'm Loral. I'm a money expert. I understand you're a credit expert. I'd love to know what you do. Can we get on a phone call? Give your phone number out. Stop being like hiding behind this screen. Get on this little thing. I can tell you, there's a lot more money made on that thing than this thing. Huge. I mean, Adam, right? Adam from our world, from a long time world. Raise your hand, Adam. That Adam knows we teach. This is the best database, fastest path to cash right here. Right here, you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars if you do it right. What would you like to say about this thing? This thing is gold.
And in our the meetup and marketplace, we talk about it, but oddly enough, we spend hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars as a sales world, just in the United States, on let me find someone I've never met, who's never heard of me, who couldn't care less, and let me spam my shit through LinkedIn, through Facebook, through Instagram, and hopefully they'll buy my stuff, right? We've all done it. We've all spent money on it, and we're like, oh, I wonder why it didn't turn into anything. Your phone, if you've got a Google or Android phone, go to your contacts. It'll tell you at the top how many people you have. If you've got an iPhone, you have to scroll to the bottom. If you hit the little pound sign, it'll bring you to the bottom. Everyone here has somewhere between probably 300 and 3,000 people in their phone. Laurel's got more. I know that. I know I've got about 3,500 people in my phone. Regardless of the number, you actually took time out of your life to put that person into your phone.
Yep.
For whatever reason, you met them at an event, you went to college with them, their old colleague, you programmed them in, yet you're out there on LinkedIn being like, hey, let me find someone who doesn't know me and see if they'll give me $5,000. Start here. If the people on your phone know what you do, and I'll challenge everyone not named Laurel on this call, less than 15% of the people in your phone have any idea what you do for a living.
Yep.
They might know the industry. They might think they know. You might think they know. Like Eileen's the credit gal. She probably's like, everyone knows I do credit. I bet if she picked 10 people, 6 of them have no idea what she does, right? That's just the truth of it. But what if everyone in your phone knew what you did? They're not all going to buy from you, but now you're going to be top of mind. Kelly's a realtor. Eileen's a credit person. Adam does marketing strategy. Laurel's the money expert. If they know what you do, now you've got a fighting chance. If they don't know what you do, there is no way they can help you. And in your phone, there's only 5 things. And I'll stop my little rant in 1 second. There's only 5 things that these people can be. Number 1, they can be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, someone that has been there and give you guidance. Number 2, they can be a joint venture partner. They can be someone that you can share leads with. Number 3, they can be a friend. Friends are awesome. You don't have to do business with friends, but wouldn't it be cool if all of your friends knew what you did so they could say, oh, I'm going to lunch with my friend. Oh, what does that person do?
Yeah.
Right? That conversation happens every day. Oh, I don't know, something in finance, something in money, whatever. Number 4, they could be a client or prospect.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5, someone who should no longer be in your phone. You don't like them. They're not cool. They're not going to do business with you, whatever. Those are the only 5 things people in your phone can possibly be. So if you start there, don't sell to them. Just let them know what you're doing. And Laurel and I do a little thing. I'm taking 22 super seriously. You have 10 minutes to talk about what I'm up to. That's it. Or, hey, it's been a while. We haven't talked. How's your 2022 kicking off? As soon as they go to COVID land, sweet. How are you going to change that? What are you going to do differently this year? Cool. You're back locked down because Omicron, this and that. Don't fight it. Say, cool. How are you going to make this year different than last year? Because we've done this 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
We got a good handle on it, right? Use this. This will make you money that you can go pay the LinkedIn guy to go reach out to the people you don't know.
Absolutely.
End of rant.
And next Thursday, the 13th, Adam and Eileen and I will be continuing at our next we've renamed it, we've restructured it. It's called the Millionaire Intensive. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we will be getting into it. So seriously, join our Million Training Facebook group as a place to continue this commitment conversation. Make promises to yourself. The other Adam Mortimer, talk about like putting something on the line. Just give a little more insight. What does it mean to put a commitment on the line? I know for Adam Kipnis, it's you don't get your glass of wine if you don't do your sales calls for the day. So yeah. He doesn't get his bonus at the end of the day.
No offer, no wine.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So the concept is called the stick theory, and this happened When I was really starting out in coaching, and I had a client that I was trying to help grow a network marketing company, and she already knew that she knew what she needed to do. And this is what I found, and so often people know what they need to do. I got to go make my phone calls, and they told me 10 calls a day and this many. They know the numbers, they know the game. She just wasn't doing it. 1 week went by, no action. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm frustrated. She's frustrated. So finally, I said, we got to do something drastically different because what we're doing now is not working. So I want you to tell me an amount of money that if you lost it, it wouldn't make you destitute, but it would surely sting. What would that be for you? And she said, oh, well, Adam, for me right now, it's this much money. I said, okay, we're going to put that much money on the line. And here's the thing. If you don't make your phone calls, and here's the thing, when I coach people, they better be making their phone calls, because at any time I'm going to say, take a snapshot of your phone records and send them to me. That's how I coach. So I tell all my students, I believe you, but I'm also going to verify. Okay, I trust you, but I'm going to verify. Look, I got 4 kids. I got 2 teenage boys. I trust them, but I'm going to verify everything that I do. And that's how we do it in coaching. So she goes out. All of a sudden, she's taking massive action. She's all of a sudden making all this money. And she said, you know, Adam, it's amazing. I wouldn't do it for the 6-figure income I'm now making. And at the time, I think it was $500 she put on the line. But I did it because I was afraid of losing $500. So this is a concept. It is a psychological concept called loss aversion. It's incredibly important. They use this in Vegas. If you listen to people, you ever listen to people who are gambling? Every once in a while you walk through, I don't gamble, but you walk through the casinos, you hear people say things like, I got to earn my money back. Yeah. It's like they've lost the idea of even earning money or gambling in the first place, but they just want to get back what they've lost. Right? This is because of a psychological principle of loss aversion. It's hardwired in our psychology, and great coaches will exploit this to help get the most action out of you.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. And, you know, there are people still that lost so much in 2008, 9, and 10. There are people from March 2020, I think it was March 17, when the market dropped below the 1929 lows. There are people still, their entire psychology of getting up in the day is to get back what they lost. You know, like, and then what gets created, the self-sabotage, is I can't go again. I lost once, I got hit once. I mean, you know, my favorite video that we play at all of our millionaire intensives and our meetup at Marketplace is Steve Harvey about jumping. You're going to jump, and he says it in the video. You're going to get cut up. You're going to get bruised. Like, this isn't for the weak at heart. I don't think life's for the weak at heart, but you're here. But you only get one, you know, dance through this place. So you're going to, like, what is holding you back from playing the most courageous? Because I'm going to say for a lot of you, it's the courage to just be out there. And you know what? If you fail, you fail. But it's not even failing. You're going to get bruised a little, right? I mean, Kyle and I are going for it. This is his first book. This is I have a lot, but as far as an intentional, we went back to McGraw-Hill to get a big one. I mean, this is my 6th. We're going for it. And we're going out loud. I mean, loudly going for it. And you know what? If we don't hit every bestseller, we don't hit them. But I'm not going to say, I'm not going to launch with my, oh my gosh, what if? Like, think about that. And again, I hope you're hoping turning pages in a journal to come back and reflect on a lot of these concepts. But how many of you are living by a negative, like, what if? And you won't move because your whole life is designed around, well, what if that happens? And then what if that happens? And then what if that happens? I mean, you're losing so much by living in the lack versus, you know, the possibility of, I'm going to go create it, and you're going to give it your best. And, you know, you don't hit that mark, you're going to go again. You're going to course correct again, coaches, mentors. I can't imagine. I reached out today. Dan Kennedy's been one of my other greatest mentors. So I actually emailed him again today. I said, Dan, time for another day. I need a day with Dan. I love my days with Dan Kennedy. And those are $18,888.88. So that's what they were last time I did it. I mean, who knows? Might be 20, 25. I don't care. I want a day with Dan, right? And a lot of you, you're using price tags to control your life, or what ifs to control your life, versus I want that, and this is my fastest path to that, whatever that is for you. So let's jump in and do some values work. Come back to the 8 areas of your life, and then we're going to go into ABC goals and a few more techniques to really lock this down. And then we're going to have you go to the Millionaires in Training Facebook page and announce your commitments. in all areas of your life. We're going to go for it. And if you want to video it, just so you have it, I would highly encourage you to do that. Use this lovely device. Say, I just did this. I just did 2 hours with Loral, and this is what I'm going to live this year. And then keep it. And at the end of the year, guess what? We're going to be back repeating all of this. How'd you live your life? How do you want to do 2023? That's a cycle of having and creating, designing your life versus living it by default. Too many people are living by default and excuses right now. So this is Loral, and you've been listening to my podcast. If you've enjoyed this, I have a couple things you can do that are completely up to you. Number one, take my quiz. Go to integratedwealthsystems.com and take the quiz. You will find that there's one of 4 personalities, financial personalities we call them, that you're going to fall into. So as you take the quiz, it'll actually go through and identify, are you in stagnant cash flow, right? Are you overpaying taxes? Do you have debt issues? Are you a lifestyle junkie? Where are you? And then from there, it goes to a video that actually gives you some solutions on how to correct that problem. So again, go to integratedwealthsystems.com, take my quiz, and we'll go from there.
Thanks for listening to the Real Money Talks podcast. Your host has been Loral Langemeier, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, money expert on Dr. Phil, CNN, CNBC, The Street TV, Fox News, and The View. Want to learn more about off-Wall Street investing, tax strategies, and multi-million-dollar business strategies? Visit liveoutloud.com/podcast for past episodes, show notes, and resources. For some special wealth-building gifts only for Loral's podcast listeners, visit liveoutloud.com/podcast gifts. Do you have a burning question for Loral? Visit askloral.com to submit your question, and it may just be covered on a podcast episode. So stay tuned and be sure to subscribe to get new episodes every week.